Elton John saying something about Saturday night, and I'm just trying not to get my butt kicked by my wife and Dr. Mario yet again. This is Short Time Shots for November 18th, 2017. I'm Jason Bryant, and I spent the day over at Augsburg University. Yes, University. Sorry, Kyle Simmons. There's no pun there. There's a school name change. It's no longer Augsburg College. It's Augsburg University. Before I begin this monologue, I want to explain one thing about this particular version of the show. If you don't get a score, if I don't get to it, it's because there was too much stuff to talk about. The point of this is to be short, not analyze every single duel that comes out. If it's notable, and I'm not being lazy, it'll make it on the show. Coaches, best way to make it on the show, schedule duels for Tuesdays. There's not a whole lot going on. Now, dual meet-wise, it was a slow day in Division I. However, Kerry McCoy's Maryland Terrapins went west and beat number 21 Stanford 18-15. McCoy spent some time in Palo Alto as a Cardinal head coach prior to coming to Maryland, so he knows a little bit about the landscape. Saturdays, however, the landscape that is, was outside. Yes, Maryland has wrestled 2 outdoor duels this year. They lost the other one to Rutgers at High Point Solution Stadium, the one that was supposed to be at Yankee Stadium. Swing match of the duel came at heavyweight where Youssif Hemida topped Nathan Butler 3-1 to give the Terps the win. Maryland was put in a position to win when Brandon Cray, Brandon Cray beat All-American Connor Schram 8-7 at 125 pounds. Who the heck is Brandon Cray, you ask? Well, he's a pretty solid kid out of New Jersey who went 26-7 during his redshirt year. Stanford surely to drop out of the top 25 this week, although don't expect Maryland to jump in just yet. Missouri won 10 overall titles at the Joe Parisi Lindenwood Open, but 6 of them were in the big boy division, so we're focusing the action there. The big Missouri outcome was actually a loss by All-American Willie Miklas at 197 pounds. Coming back off an injury and moving up a weight, he was majored by Iowa true freshman Jacob Warner. That's going to be quite the result when it comes time to pull or not pull the red shirts up in Iowa City. No, Spencer Lee did not compete. Of note, Barlow McGee from Mizzou won at 125 pounds, a weight where Zeke Moisey again struggled, defaulting to 6th after losing to Oklahoma's Christian Moody. Daniel Lewis looked sharp at his new weight at 174, beating Oklahoma's Yoanse Mahias. And the lone non-Division I champion, shout out to the Eagle himself, Demetrius Thomas, returning NAIA national champion from Williams Baptist. He beat Missouri's Austin Myers 7-1. Don't believe he tapped out. There was a team-scored invitational in Division I where Navy won its own Navy Classic by outdistancing Purdue 112.5 to 105.5. Hey, my alma mater, Old Dominion, was third at 98.5. Navy crowned 3 champions, Nicholas Gill at 141, Drew Daniels at 165, and Jaden Bernstein at 174. Brown was the only other team with 2 champions as the Bears. Yes, they are the Brown Bears. Dwight Schrute would say the Black Bear is the best bear, but the Brown Bears had 2 champs, Justin Stodmeyer. That guy's still in college, by the way. Justin Stodmeyer and Christian Lafregola. Notable champions included Luke Welsh of Purdue at 125, Josh Terrell of American at 133, Matthew Kolodzic of Princeton at 149, Corey Griego of Oregon State at 197, and Mike Hughes of Hofstra at heavyweight. The Georgia Open, hosted by Emmanuel College, Maverick Rechsteiner captured the championship at 285 pounds for Emmanuel. If some of you already understand why I'm plugging this one, yeah. Rechsteiner is the son of Rob Rechsteiner, who many of you professional wrestling fans may know by his ring name, Rick Steiner. Yep, Rick Steiner's kid wrestling in college. Pretty cool. Wesleyan, that's a school up in Connecticut, Division III, captured the championship with the Doug Parker Invitational held at Springfield College in Springfield, Mass., right down the road from what used to be known as Rock and Roll in Riverside. Now it's like a Six Flags. Coach Drew Black's Cardinals won 3 weights and placed 8 overall to outdistance second-place Southern Maine, 125 to 116. Southern Maine coached by 2-time All-American Mike Morin. They had a national champ last year. Back in Division I, circling back around because I did this kind of out of order, NC State swept 3 opponents at the Wolfpack Duels. The 7th-ranked Pack beat Utah Valley 34-6. D2 UNC Pembroke 48-0, and NAIA Reinhardt 54-0. In Division II, Seton Hill rallied to win the last 4 bouts to defeat Millersville 20-18. You're going to see a theme developing here. Damon Greenwald, Billy Bolin, Jacob Temple, and Jody Krause swept 174 through heavyweight to give the Griffins the victory. Of note on the Millersville side of things, though, 125-pounder Aaron Wildonger pinned 3rd-ranked Allen Ditz in the first period. So Coach Grasshopper Kerry Regner at least has something to be happy about there. Other shout-outs go to Thomas More in Division III, winning 3 duels on the day, topping Trine, McMurray, and Ancilla. That's Thomas More, the school, not a singular person. The school is named after a person, though. You get the idea. The Saints. That's also the name. Yes, Thomas More, like in the Val Kilmer movie, The Saint. Yes, still my favorite all-time movie with Elizabeth Shue. Seriously. My wife will not like me saying that. Dual action in Division III, and there was also a big one held at Roanoke Catholic High School in Roanoke, Virginia, seeing number 11 Ferrum rip off 5 straight individual matches to come from behind to beat number 3 Stevens Tech 21-18. Okay, we saw Seton Hill come back and win 4 straight. Ferrum wins 5 in a row to steal the duel. In just the program's 5th year, they registered the school's biggest win to date. Wins down the stretch by Andrew Tolbert, Blake Rosenbaum, Zach Schaefer, Hunter Goulart, and Carlos Levia gave Nate Yetzer's squad the win. They're rolling out there in Moonshine Country. It was somewhat of a similar thing for another Virginia school, but in the other direction, as Averitt University wrestled its first duel as a first-year program and fell to Huntingdon 24-21. In case you're wondering where Huntingdon is, Alabama. They are the Hawks. They won the last 4 matches, all by bonus points to rally from a 21-3 deficit. Baldwin Wallace went 4-0 at the Mount Union duels. Jamie Gibbs' squad is serving as the host for the Division III National Championships this year in Cleveland. Muhlenberg hosted and won the Scotty Wood duels, beating Camden County College in the final. When you're wrestling a guy from Camden County College, they are the Cougars. You got to worry about the leg wrestling because they are coached by the master of leg wrestling, Gary Papa, former coach at Camden Catholic High School. On the women's side, McKendree came away with the team championship at the Missouri Valley Invitational. The Bearcats placed 11 and crowned 3 individual champions. Brenda Raina had 3 techs and a fall en route to her title, 123 pounds. Senior Megan Black, a U23 world teamer, went 4-0 to take gold at 130, while junior world bronze medalist Alexis Porter went 5-0 to win the title at 143. Get all those scores and more at the nation's most robust wrestling scoreboard at mattalkonline.com/scoreboard. The Olivet duels, the Star City duels, and the McDaniel duels still need to be updated and added in the morning. But until then, show us some love by contributing to the network at mattalkonline.com/join the team. I got no Elton John jokes to close it out, except for that whole just for the taste of it Diet Coke thing he did in the 80s or 90s with the commercials. And believe it or not, some people I know actually saw Elton John live in Baku in 2007. So that's all I got for you for now. Thanks for spending your short time with me. Get it? Short time. Anyway, that's how the other show ends. But that's Short Time Shorts for 11/18/17. Later. The Short Time Wrestling Podcast is proudly outfitted by Compound Clothing. Shirts, singlets, custom gear orders, everything you need. Call up Cliff and the crew at cmpteamwear.com. First time listening? Well, you can change that by going to mattalkonline.com/getshorttime to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or listen on your favorite podcatcher at mattalkonline.com/listen.